Okay, so long story short, we're going to be heading back up to the property this weekend, and my parents are going to be joining us. That means we have a slight sleeping arrangement problem. So I got the chance to run out today and pick up something that's been on my wish list for quite a while. I picked up a rooftop tent for the truck. It's going to be awesome. Okay, we're going to be heading back up to the property next week for a bit of cleanup and to take care of some more logs and some trees that we didn't do last time. Except this time, my parents are coming. They're visiting from England, and so they're going to come with us and they're going to hang out and check it all out. The downside is that the trailer, although technically it could sleep 7, it's going to be a little bit cramped with 4 adults and 2 kids. So I got the chance today to go and pick up something that's been on my wish list for a little while. I got a rooftop tent for the truck. Okay, so big thanks to the guys over at DogHouse Tents. They're based in Chilliwack. They got us a nice rooftop tent sorted out. We had to go hunting for the rack that the tent is going to sit on, but we managed to find one of those. We've got the special conversion brackets that I need for the truck. We've got the tent. Unfortunately, we're just missing a small set of bolts that we need to attach it to the Tacoma's utility rail in the truck bed. So I managed to find those on Amazon, and they'll be here in a couple of days. So I can't really do anything with this until those come, which sucks. Okay, so what we're going to do is modify the brackets that we got with the tent, the rooftop tent and the rooftop tent cage thing. They have these rather funky tabs on the end. Unfortunately, that means that when we put these on with the hard to find Tacoma specific brackets, that means that the tab will drop down too low and interfere with the bed cover. So we're making a commitment, and we're going to dive in and do this, and we're going to cut these tabs off and hope that it's the right thing to do. Okay, we have got the brackets cut, and last night we applied a layer of paint to them so they could dry overnight, just to prevent any rust from forming on those brackets, which means today we get to assemble the rack and hope, we're going to hope that the Amazon truck turns up with the bolts or the nuts to attach this to the Tacoma's utility rails inside the bed. So I have a small problem with these brackets because the hole lines up on this side, but not on this side. So what we're going to have to do is, when we put them on, put them on a bit of a twist to get the bolts, and then when we mount them, and tighten everything down. Like that. That's option 1 anyway. Option 2 is we have to make the hole a bit bigger. Got a few bits left over. How important can they really be? The rack that we got, you can put it at multiple heights, and it's got multiple accessories and things like that you can add and take off, hence the number of leftover bolts. And we're also doing a different mounting mechanism, so we have a few of those bolts left over as well. if Amazon deliver it. What you need to do is lay it on its back on the top so that we can open it up and then reach inside and push the things together. Now before we do that, we need to prep the rails. We'll move it to the middle and then lay it on its back.
This is the bottom.
Yeah. And remove tabs. And lower this side down.
Yep.
Now,
Right, you get at it.
you can get out. Okay, so the Amazon truck showed up while I was out. Thankfully, everything's here. So here we have the small T-brackets that go into the utility rail. And now that these are here, we can secure the bed rack properly into the truck. If you decide that you want to use a bed rail or bed rack with the Toyota cover, not only will you need the brackets, but you need another 2 people and some contortionist skills to reattach your brackets when you put the lid on. All right. Just rest your hand on there a second. 1, 2, 3. Okay, go for it. I'm gonna push it back. There we go. Okay, so it took us about 9 hours in total to get the bed rack set up with the tent fastened on top of it. By that time, it was time for us to leave. So we head out all the way up to the property. And when we get there, I realized that we hadn't actually taken the time to either read the instructions or deploy the tent, so we knew what we were doing. What followed were a few hours of rather interesting trials as we set up the tent, got it up and running, and we were able to sleep in it for that night. So I thought I'd shoot a quick video and just give you a quick idea of how you can deploy this tent in under 5 minutes. think we have now set this up more times than we've actually camped in it.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's it. So setting up the tent is as simple as unfolding it and putting in the rods to hold everything in place. And the entrance here hangs over, in my case, the driver's side with ladders to go inside. Hi, Mouse.
Hello.
So tell me, Mouse, how's your experience sleeping in the doghouse?
Better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah? Is it comfy?
It's like much better than having an air mattress on a floor of a regular tent, because it's not as cold and what have you. So yeah, it was actually pretty cool. Gets the mouse thumbs up.
Would you like to give us a tour of the inside?
I don't actually know what all the bits do as much as you do, but we have lots of these little pockets, which are really super handy for putting in like your keys, your phone, and things like that. These toggle things, which these meant for like hanging stuff on.
Oh my goodness. Did you not pay attention during orientation?
Was there an orientation?
Yeah, you know that like 45 minutes of frantic, we've got to get the tent up because we need to sleep tonight, that thing that we had?
That was orientation. Yeah, you've got all these little handy hooks and
So we have two zippable windows, one on each side.
on there.
Like there.
I do look like a flight attendant.
Okay, so those are the two windows that you can unzip with obviously fly screens and mesh on both sides. And you saw us put up the cover for them outside. Ta-da! Above Mouse is the skylight. So when that one's unzipped and rolled out the way, you get a beautiful view of the starry sky.
There are no oxygen masks though that fall in the event of
That's good to know.
a loss of pressure, cabin pressure.
The actual sleeping mat itself is, I think it's a 3-inch foam mattress, and underneath the foam mattress is what they're calling a condensation guard, like that.
It's a pretty chunky mattress, which is nice.
So what I wasn't expecting was the tent was really warm overnight. Kept us really nice and toasty. The comfort was way better than I expected. The one thing I wasn't expecting was the amount of condensation that was in here the next day, just from breathing overnight. The walls collected a fair amount of condensation, even though they have some air vents, one on each side. I found that I had to kind of wipe down the walls and just let it dry out before we collapsed it down when we were done.
In all fairness though, it was a really cold night. It wasn't like a normal summer night. It was colder than I would call a normal summer night on the outside. So
Yeah.
like it was May in the Caribou, which yeah, it's not warm at night.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. It comes with a couple of little shoe bags as well, so that you don't have to leave your shoes on the mattress there.
Is that a hint?
The shoes can go into little shoe bags and hang down, which is pretty nice. And underneath you can see it is a fairly solid checker plate base, going all the way across. Now, one of the other things we got with the tent, which we haven't had a chance to try it, is the Annex. And the Annex zips on around the ladder where I'm stood right now to give you a little bit of extra living space and storage space for when you're actually camping out in the wilderness. Mouse has been really excited to try the Annex.
Yeah, I want to see what it looks like on. It looks really cool in the pictures. I want to see it on. Stop teasing me. Put it on.
I bet you we won't get this back in the bag. This is the downside to no instructions. I have no idea where anything goes. It's working! It was working.
And then
But look how long the zipper track is and how long the zipper is left.
I think it's supposed to be this far out as well.
Because it's got to be there, 'cause that's where the zip starts. Now you could take those off and
These are
attach.
supposed to go here, right? It's the wrong one. 5 hours later.
I am 99% sure we've got the wrong one because it doesn't fit. And it's way too big for the tent that we have. So that's got to go back. Let's try this again.
Well, it's a lot smaller than the last one.
Oh, this actually comes to the floor.
Ooh, I like it. Picasso.
And a carrying bag.
Yeah, this is looking a lot more like the pictures and how it's supposed to look. Yeah, I'm trying to find my way out. So yeah. Oh my goodness. So many doors. Obviously this isn't zipped up. This would normally be completely zipped up. Door there. Door there.
I'd say that was a pretty successful test. We got the awning or the Annex there zipped on. It is the right one. It fits perfectly like a glove. And color matches, which is great. Now we just got to go camping.